President Bush, meanwhile, has been caught on microphone using an expletive as he discussed Hezbollah's rocket attacks on Israel. Mr Bush was recorded telling Tony Blair privately that Syria should press Lebanese militants to stop doing this shit. The remarks were picked up by closed-circuit TV at the G8 summit. Mr Bush also said the US Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice, would go to the area soon.
I'm definitely happy to try to see what the lie of the land is, but you need that done quickly. Otherwise, this will spiral.
I think Connie's going to go very soon.
Right, well, that's all that matters. But it'll take some time to get that together.
Yeah.
But at least it gives people
It's a process, I agree.
at which you and
I told her your offer too.
well, it's only if it's if she's gonna or if she needs the ground prepared, as it were. Because obviously, if she goes out, she's got to succeed, as it were. Whereas I can go out and just
See, the irony is that what they need to do is get Syria to get Hezbollah to stop doing this shit, and it's over. Why?
Because I think this is all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
But what does he think? He thinks if Lebanon turns out fine, if you get a solution in Israel and Palestine, Iraq goes in the right way.
Yeah, he's through.
He's had it. And that's what this whole thing's about. It's the same with Iran.
I felt like telling Kofi to call, get on the phone with Assad and make something happen.
Yeah.
We're not blaming the Lebanese government.
Well, with me now is Baria Alamuddin, foreign editor of the Arabic newspaper Al Hayat. Baria, what will the Arab world make of this glimpse of the Bush analysis of the problem?
I think pretty much what you and I would make of it. It's
well, my mother taught me not to speak with my mouth full, for a start.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you. It's amazing and disheartening how light-hearted the Prime Minister and the President have been talking while hundreds of people are being killed, maimed and displaced. This is a full-blown war on Lebanon. All the Lebanese, and I think every human being around the world, would be actually thinking if they have any power to end immediately this conflict and then make light-hearted comments like they did. So I'm disheartened, I'm saddened with the light mind and light heart that this President is taking this issue in my country, Lebanon.
I mean, this clip is whizzing around all the websites that Arab radicals and activists will be looking at. And that's what they'll be bringing from the G8 summit, which President Putin has worked for months to try to make some sort of a success of.
I think, it's an irony that Prime Minister Blair and Bush are trying hard to actually distinguish this war of terrorism around the world and to put it to an end. What this conflict is doing is actually igniting this war. It's adding oil to this war. This is an innocent country. This war has been taken out of proportion, out of context completely. And it only shows that actually Israel has been almost preparing for this. To have an onslaught just for 2 soldiers, we can talk. At the end of this conflict, the sad thing is when everybody has been killed on the Israeli side, on the Lebanese side, what is happening is that the 2 sides will have to sit down and will have to talk. We have seen that Israel has not been able to finish Hamas, for example, and it's right inside its borders, its country. How on earth it's going to finish Hezbollah or others? Hezbollah lives in Lebanon. These people are Lebanese.
Just briefly, and I'm afraid finally,
Yes.
Bush did mention Syria. He said, we've got to get Syria to stop this stuff. Is that the big idea, the best hope for US diplomacy, that Syria, because the Americans won't talk to Iran, we know that.
Yes, yes. Actually, I just want to mention 2 brief points. First, I want to tell you something that took place today on Al Jazeera. They conducted this survey, and 91% of the population in the Arab world, that doesn't include Iran, of course, because Iran is not an Arab country, said that Hezbollah has the right to wage this war. I don't agree. 91%. Yes, which is very scary, even for for somebody who is an Arab like me. We don't want wars. We only want peace. Going back to your point on Syria, we Lebanese, we do not want any proxy war of the Americans or the Syrians or the Israelis or anybody, or indeed the Iranians, to take place in our country. We have worked very, very hard to cut this, to get this country on its feet. We've had civil wars simply to get basically the Palestinians out for the purpose of Israeli peace of mind. So now after all this, this is going on due to a fact that Israel wants to make its borders peaceful. This will not make its borders peaceful. What is this doing is alienating the peaceful Lebanese. Lebanon will be the ideal place to make peace with the Israelis if only Israelis will stop the killing and the aggression. This is a humanitarian crisis looming, and I would urge every NGO in this country to come to the aid of the Lebanese. Thank you very much.